Hey all, and welcome back to Ocarina of Time. It's been a little while, but we finally got all of our technical difficulties sorted. Some of you might be able to notice right off that I'm now playing on the Wii version rather than the GameCube version. That was a big part of the technical issues, and it took me a while to cover for that. This is Idrin.
This is Roxie.
And this is Zombie.
And let's go ahead and do some stuff before we get to the plot. So first off, we need to get back over across this bridge the other way, which we didn't show off before. But this little piece of bridge here is just enough to grab onto the hookshot. So, just to catch us up, last time we finished up the Fire Temple, we saved the Gorons, we unlocked the Sage of Fire through the Sacrifice of Darunia, and we picked up the Megaton Hammer.
We got a nice hammer now.
Yep. And now, these annoying red boulders that we couldn't do much with before, we can smash with enough hits from the hammer.
My god.
So this way we've got a quick path right back over here. That thing that I was trying to bomb before that I think I ended up making off screen, that was really frustrating me. And we've also got this path down here for a new Great Fairies Fountain.
Ooh.
Yes. I love these.
This one's a nice pretty blue. This is a pretty nice one, especially once you start needing to use your magic stuff more often. It just doubles your magic meter.
Okay.
So you worry less.
Yep.
Heck of an upgrade.
I love her laugh.
It's a very good laugh.
It is.
Very prominent. So there is also another hard piece that I think I didn't remember to re-get when I was replaying everything, so we'll just do that really quick before we head out of the crater. It's the one down the climbing wall. And while I do that, how has everyone else's, I think, month or so been?
Pretty good. Oh, reasonable.
Yeah. It's been
Ooh, a hard piece.
about the same here. A lot of travel, a lot of stuff going on, but not too bad. How about you, Roxie?
No. I mean, it's just been dissertation hell, but I'm almost done. So
You're really close now.
yeah, man, masters, and I think any postgraduate course, it's definitely it'll take the life out of you. If you do it in a year, it's pretty much like a sprint instead of a marathon, but it's worth it. It really is.
Yeah. I can't remember if we mentioned before that you've been doing a master's study in the LPs.
Yeah, maybe, actually, I don't know. I mean, it's why my own channel has been on hiatus for a year. I should probably put a video out saying, like, yeah, actually, this is what I've been doing. I didn't just fall off the face of the planet.
But it's been coming along pretty well. Do you want to talk any about what it is?
Sure. So, it's in being a video game nerd. And, I mean, it is actually in video game music, which is, I guess, if you focus on the musicology aspect of it, it would be called ludomusicology. But I am a music psychologist, so that's my focus. That's my interpretation of it. So I recently did an experiment on musical empathy and how it affects immersion in video games. So it's been pretty cool. It's been enlightening for some aspects too. It makes, for example, for my PhD proposal, I want to design a model for musical empathy that actually is current with recent theories for empathy and appraisal, which basically is just how we... Okay, so appraisal is just basically how... Instead of trying to explain emotion theories and empathy theories, which there's so many different ideas for both, it's just like, you know what, the only reason why we feel different things from other people or the same things is just because we appraise it differently, and it's just we interpret it differently. So I wanted to apply that to musical empathy, because the way that psychologists talk about musical empathy it's still back like a decade in terms of research, so I don't feel like it's caught up enough. And I feel like certain researchers who are full of shit, legit, they're full of shit. They're like, oh, musical empathy is a personality trait. No, empathy is a personality trait when it comes to musical empathy. And I'm like, bitch, hold up. So that's my PhD, and I should just submit this segment of this LP recording as my PhD proposal. Yeah, that's
double
it.
The effort.
Yeah, I'm gonna submit it to my department, and they're gonna be like, yeah, so, oh, yeah, Roxie, this is so you. Sorry, I almost said my legit name there. That would've been,
Well, that's okay, we've got Robo Voice if it happens.
Yeah, we got Robo Voice. So while we've been playing Ocarina of Time, I mean, that's why Ocarina of Time is really special to me, because I love the whole musical aspect of the game mechanics. Because it's not just... When we talk about video game music, it's like two things. It's background music. So like right now, since we're in the Goron home, you hear the drums and you're like, yeah, obviously this is the Goron home. But then it can also be like an active element of gameplay. So whenever we use our Ocarina to, like, if we use the Song of Time or the Sun Song to like change the hours or whatever, like, that's us using it to affect our environment, right? So I like Ocarina of Time for that reason, because I think it's one of the first games that really did that, and it wasn't just like, hey, here's a musical cue because you found something.
That is really interesting. I can't really think of any earlier games that did all that much with having music impact the environment that way. Yeah,
and I think from there, other video games kind of took that cue, you know, to really start to branch out. And obviously it also has to do with like the different gaming systems that we started coming out with that could do that. But I like it.
Yeah.
So Ocarina of Time has a like special place in my heart for various reasons. Wow, I think you asked me these questions just to get me to participate in this LP.
A little bit. But also because I know it's something that you love, and I wanted to give you a chance to talk about it with a wider audience.
Yeah.
Well, technically wider audience.
This is still the video game audience. Yeah. But yeah, so this is the kind of shit that I would talk about at conferences. Me, an adult.
But yeah, you've been doing a lot of really interesting work with it, so I just always love the chance to hear more about it.
Thanks. And you know what, guys? Like, if you're in college or, you know, university or whatever, and you think that you can only get a business degree or only go on to nursing or some... Not that those are bullshit courses.
Yeah, I know,
but yeah, like, you can
pursue your passion.
Absolutely. Like, really, don't let anything hold you back. I'm doing what I love, and it's video games, and it's music, and it's, honestly, it's a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, while we were going through that, I did pick up a Skulltula as well. And I'm also going to be heading to the boulder maze that we saw before, because now that we have the mallet, we can open up some new paths there. We had a bunch of red boulders in there that we couldn't get through.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see what we can find now.
So why do red ones need specifically, like, a hammer to break? Are they bauxite?
Yes. No, I imagine that is basically it. It's basically like they're a different kind of rock, a more sturdy one, something like that. And
Can you use the hammer to just break, like, bombable rocks?
Yep, it works on both.
Wait, what'd you say? What kind of rock did you just say?
Bauxite.
Okay, I heard something else. I'm not gonna say it. This is PG-13. I'm not gonna go into it.
But yep, you can see here that you can use the hammer for bombable boulders just as well.
Oh, bomb one's smashing one hit. Nice.
Yep. And I don't think you can use it on bombable walls, but I'll try that when I run into one later. Next time I see one. And I think this is... Oh! It's not a purple rupee, actually, which I was thinking. It's even better.
A huge rupee. Dang. It's a big rupee.
And I had just about the right number of rupees to pick it up, too. Only wasted 5.
Nice. Nice.
So, there's a lot of very thankful Gorons here. There's a little bit of melancholy in Goron Link there because of his dad and all, but there's not else much that's new in Goron City, I believe. So we'll just head on out. And I believe there's another red boulder somewhere near here with another Skulltula under it. I just need to remember where that is.
I hear it.
And that one puts us to 53.
Nice.
So, since overall we're past 50, by the way, once we do reach Kakariko Village, we can turn in for a new reward. The last reward that we get until we find all of them. Link still has the strongest shins of any character.
Absolutely. I'm starting to wonder if his bones are, like, built differently.
Maybe it's like a Wolverine situation. Just all covered in metal under there.
But then... he could be electrocuted easily.
He kind of is, though, if you think about it. Have you ever seen him react to those jellyfish?
Oh god, yeah. He's suffering.
Now if I can remember which one of these is the new one. Here we go.
Hey. Second time lucky.
And we got a heart piece. Just makes you wonder what the last one must be.
2 heart pieces.
Well, you know that the last reward for a big puzzle is always the best one.
That is true. Like in Deadly Premonition, the gold card.
Exactly.
Hey.
This is something else to remember. And I believe we talked to this guy before, but something to remember about that well. The Well of Three Features.
Reach out to the truth, man.
And I didn't pick this up again during my replay, so I'm gonna do this now. get the Pocket Kuko from Anju.
Pocket Kuko, Pocket Kuko, Pocket Kuko, Pocket Kuko. Yeah.
This one's to wake up a lazy person, and if only we could figure out who that might be.
Actually,
Ambi.
I think you'll find the purpose of a Pocket Kuko is to have a Pocket Kuko.
No, it's
That
to wake
too.
up Ambi.
It's like a Pocket Raptor.
It can be two things.
Did you say it could be a pocket raptor?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Pocket Kuko, Pocket Raptor. Chickens are raptors, right?
That's true. But yeah, you do need to pick up one of these for Ambi, Roxie. Just leave it on his nightstand.
But then I would have to suffer with it.
No, what you do is you get a Bluetooth headset hooked into the Pocket Kuko.
Yes, I'm down with that.
So last time we just hatched it naturally doing this stuff, but this time around, because I forgot, I'm just going to save some time and just use time travel to cheat the Kuko. Which, you know, is a fair use of time travel. We learned pretty well from Chrono Trigger that it's okay to use time travel for literally any of the smallest things you might want to do.
It's a chicken.
It's the miracle of life.
Who knew? We knew.
I still need to do that bonus episode of Chrono Trigger 2, so that will hopefully be in the near future.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to see all those endings.
Hell yeah.
So this is the cow house, not the one I was thinking of. I want to go to Impa's old house, because that's where all the refugees are staying, and I believe that's up on the northern place, not this one down here. So this is part of the big trading sequence for this. I think I mentioned when we picked it up before. And this is going to be the first step for it. Oh, I guess it's not this one. It must be down the other platform. I think? No, that's the... I'm a little bit lost. I'm trying to remember which house he was in. I'm just going to start going into houses. Because I will find it eventually. Oh, never mind. I was lucky.
There it is.
Pocket Kuko.
Wake up, Mario.
Activate. He's awake. Mario.
So he's going to head back to Lon Lon Ranch, and now that Ingo's been basically humiliated, hopefully that will put things a little bit better there. Get things a little bit more on our side in terms of general allegiance from people. And we can also bring the Pocket Kuko back to Anju now that it's happier.
Hey.
Because it woke someone up, and that's the duty of a Pocket Kuko.
Pocket Kuko.
A rare Kuko.
Ooh. Kojiro.
So, Kojiro hasn't crowed since Anju's brother left. That's... might be a sign that we should see if we can find Anju's brother. And that is the next step in the trading sequence. Let's talk around a little first, see if there's anything special that's happened since we saved Death Mountain. Probably not, but we haven't talked to these people in a while.
Dampé died.
Yep, remember that he led us through the maze to get the hookshot.
Ah, yes.
Fair to forget that, though, because it has been a while in real time since then. Maybe when I do these sessions, I should do like a quick catch-up thing before we start recording. Just because it's honestly, when it's months between them, it's easy to forget stuff like that. I guess there's less people out and about this time around than there used to be. Which I guess makes sense. It's not the construction going on here as much, so we can see that the carpenter and his assistants are all gone.
Yeah.
They are still around in this time, we just haven't found them yet. And I believe, if I remember correctly, but I don't think I pointed this out before, but this sign, I think this is a very abstract version of Kakariko Village written out in Kana. You can see at least the first two, the repetition there that makes me think that. I should ask Chris about that, he'd know.
Probably.
Anyway. Going to press on with the next step of things. And we are going to head to the Lost Woods to continue the trading sequence. And we'll do that on our horse.
Of course. A horse, of course.
Really, having Epona makes traveling around Hyrule feel so much more convenient.
Don't have to backflip everywhere.
Yeah. Which I guess in some senses might also be a con, because backflipping's fun. Also means less that I'll need to edit out overall. So, it shouldn't be long once we head in. And you might remember him from Kakariko in the past, this guy. Once the stream catches up to you.
Ooh, who's this? Sleeping, eh? I know just the thing for that.
And now we get a nice little wrinkle of this trading game here.
This will disappear if you take too long.
We've got a time limit for this one, so we need to hurry back to Kakariko.
An odd mushroom. Sure as well
Quickly
be
hurry.
3 minutes.
3 minutes of real time, too. I'm gonna have to be a little quick for this. And there's a couple of these along the trading sequence, and this is the easiest of them. But you still can't dolly around too much. This is another thing that makes it really nice to have Epona for. So long as you can avoid running into silly obstacles that really shouldn't be obstacles. Like tree roots. Because, come on, Epona can step over those.
Bizarre obstacles.
Yeah. The collision detection is a little bit weird in Ocarina of Time sometimes, especially when you're on Epona.
All those polygons intersecting.
Pretty much. What's Navi have to say? So that'll give us an idea where we are heading next. Now we just need to get to the potion shop, which is pretty close. It's right there, up on this little structure. I don't remember if the Sun Song screws up the time limit or not, but I guess I'll find out very shortly. Hope it doesn't. Okay. Now we're getting into the warning beeps.
Oh boy.
And unfortunately, this isn't even the right place, because we need to go to the fancy potion shop.
Two potion shops in one village.
Yep.
Christ, I forgot about the hack.
I like the little kitten or cat. Can't tell which that she's petting.
The strongest medicine I've ever produced. Will not work on a monster?
It's a nice little saying. Very true. But yep, now it's back to the Lost Woods again. This part of the trading sequence is a little bit of back and forth. Alright, so we're back at Kokiri Forest and just about to head to the Lost Woods so we can give Anju's brother the medicine.
Hey. Hope it cures him. He looks very sick.
Wow, you look sick. What the heck? How dare you?
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
No.
I don't look as
No.
sick as this good dude.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Huh.
that's not him. That's somebody else.
Do you remember her name?
Nope.
I don't either, so Roxie, if you remember it.
I think it's Fado.
Oh yeah, you're right, it's Fado.
Well,
That's brutal.
Very brutal.
Yeah.
Only his saw is left?
This is one of my favorite little things, just because it shows how not actually Hylian the Kokiri are.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes back to that question I had before of, if it turned out Link wasn't the chosen one, what would the Deku Tree have done when his mom left him here?
Probably just kicked him out to the woods.
Yeah.
Stalfosed him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because, like, the Deku Tree protects the Kokiri.
Yeah.
So, I don't think he would have... Well, because we've seen how Hylians can be destructive, you know? They do wars, they cut down trees and shit, so, like...
And I mean, Link was here literally when the Civil Wars were still going on.
Yeah.
So it's such a little moment that just really shines a light on the Kokiri and how terrifying they actually are, almost.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they seem cute at the start of the game. They seem pretty friendly overall, for the most part. I mean, Mido's kind of a jerk, but overall they aren't too bad. But, I mean, they're basically the Fae. And the Fae are terrifying. Anyway, though.
You can take him.
Okay, don't trust Ambi's opinion, because he's
Irish.
He's Irish / Northern Irish, and he doesn't give a shit. Okay, don't trust his opinion.
I would think if anyone would, you would be more wary about how dangerous the Fae can be.
Oh, he is! He doesn't want to admit it, but that's what I'm saying. He is, okay? When we went to the forest and we saw some shit, who was the one who did not want to touch it and wanted to get the fuck out? This guy. But no, stumble
I have to know
upon
about this
some
story
pagan
now.
rituals, and he's like, I'm hollering the fuck out. And that's why I'm telling you, do not take his opinion seriously. He is a baby.
Well, I mean, we didn't have any horseshoes then.
There was plenty of metal in that ground, and you know it. There's some luck and some shit in there, okay?
I love this entire conversation, by the way.
Because you don't know the whole story. So you can infer as best as you want, listeners.
I'll ask for more detail after we're done.
Yeah. Or we could just have a whole episode dedicated, and it'll just be like the one where Ambi and Roxie stumble upon some Fae shit in the woods.
And left.
We left because you dragged me out.
That's true.
I am more of the person who's like, fight me. If confronted with things.
So we've got this beam platform here. We're going to want to jump off over here at night, I think, is where it is. No, because there's a way up there. I'm trying to remember what the right way to go is. We can at least jump down this cavern, though. We don't really need this, but why not? But yeah, there's a Skulltula up one of these. And oh, never mind. That was lucky. And that should put us up to 54, I believe? Nice.
Nice.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
Not much in here but a chest that's just gonna have rupees in it, so I will not open that. Now we're going to want to make our way up the river and back to Zora's domain to see if we can figure out what's up with that Arctic wind that Nobby warned us about. Anyway, so while I'm walking through here, I guess this is a chance for me to do a little bit of self-promotion. Everyone watch the Puzzle Agent LP, because that is an amazing game.
Yes.
Have you two checked that out yet? Because I know I told you to watch it, but I know you've been busy.
Adrian, why are you dragging us while we're recording?
He's dragging
Why would you do
you
this to us?
because I have a dissertation.
No, it's a little bit both of you.
No! I will refuse to be dragged on this recording.
But anyway, it is an amazing game.
Yeah, Adrian has told
it's-
me it's really cool, and it's like a mashup of like Professor Layton style with, I think, Ace Attorney?
With Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks, yeah, it's even
Yeah.
better.
Sounds really
And a little bit of X-Files mixed in, too. It's great. I haven't played a game like it before, and I'm just loving it so much.
nice.
There's another Skulltula somewhere around here on this bridge area, or near it at least. Oh, and you can actually see the weather, by the way. It's starting to snow.
Interesting.
I'm sure there's Skulltulas around here. Let me get to this little side area, but I'm not hearing it. I'll come back for it later and do it on another video. Anyway. It certainly seems Arctic, but everything looks well enough. And it doesn't look all that cold besides the snow.
He probably doesn't feel it until he's like deep in
Makes sense.
into death.
He's one of those guys that just barely notices the temperature.
Yeah,
Those people that you really hate.
like myself.
Like when you see someone jogging in a t-shirt and shorts in the middle of winter.
Myself.
Nice.